financial advice. It's not legal advice for entertainment and educational purposes only, and everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get those videos. I put them out, see what I'm thinking, see how I'm analyzing the data. Listen, the SEC modus operandi, their business model is set up to rob retail investors and pension funds. Their business plan is contrary to any logical law enforcement endeavor that I've ever seen in my life. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And the more I think about it, the more outrageous it is. Because let's see what the SEC does. The SEC hires the associates of the criminals to police the criminals. If you look at the people who the SEC hires, they worked at Citadel. They came from JP Morgan. They came from Virtue. They came from BlackRock. So what the SEC does is the most illogical thing in the world to me. I plan on investigating Citadel, Virtue, BlackRock, or any other company. So I go and recruit someone who has been an associate of these people for years, who stock options and financial stability is with this company, and I bring them into my law enforcement agency. And then what I do is I give them access to all my investigation techniques. I give them access to all my undercover operatives. And then I tell them, go police your buddies. Go police the people that you have been breaking bread with for the last 10, 15, 20 years. What logical, effective law enforcement agency could be successful with that type of business model? I mean, it's the most craziest thing in the world. It's like the DEA deciding we want to stop drugs from coming into the United States. So you know what they do? They go to Colombia, they hire Pablo Escobar, they bring Pablo Escobar in, they teach Pablo Escobar all their investigative techniques. They teach Pablo Escobar everything that they know about his organization. They give Pablo Escobar access to all their undercover operatives, and then they tell Pablo Escobar, you know what? Police your buddies. Let's stop the drugs from coming in the country. If a DEA agent even recommended something so outrageous, he would probably be kicked out of the DEA. But for the SEC, this is their law enforcement business plan. This is what they do every day. It's the most illogical, craziest thing in the world, and no other law enforcement agency would work like that. How can they be effective by hiring the associates of the criminals to police the criminals? It makes absolutely no sense to me. And even when they hire people without ties to the financial industry, a lot of these people, they don't plan on being with the SEC for the rest of their life. They're planning on transitioning to the private sector. So are they really going to go hard on their future employers? Are they really going to really enforce the law? No, they're not going to do that. They're going to treat it with kid gloves because they know 3 years down the line they're going to be begging for a job. And they're going to be, well, you remember how you treated me 3 years ago on that investigation. They're going to remember those things. So that's like an incentive for the SEC employees, SEC employees who have goals of working in the private industry. They are never, ever going to go hard on the bad actors. They're not. Because eventually they're going to have to go knocking on those doors, looking for those 7-figure jobs with those big Christmas bonuses. And they are not going to ruin their chances by going hard after the bad actors. I mean, the whole SEC business model needs to be broken down and redone and built again because it goes contrary to every law enforcement agency that I've ever known. No other law enforcement agency probably in the entire world would have a business model like that. It is ripe for corruption. It is ripe for malfeasance. It's ripe for the law enforcement agency to be in cahoots with the bad actors. It's the most craziest, illogical thing in the world, yet our SEC does it every day and nobody sees a problem with that. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, and tell me what you think about the SEC hiring the associates of the criminals to police the criminals. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.